In this Midrand Chapel Alvanta training video, we would like to show you how to edit a service plan, or otherwise how to edit an order of service. The aim of this video is to show you how to edit and print a service plan while making that plan visible to the other church users. In this video, we will show you how to locate the service that you need, how to edit existing items in the plan, and how to change the sequence of the items. And then finally, how to print the service plan so that you can take a hard copy with you into the service. Now, to do that, let's go over and let me share the screen with you that deals with the actual service plan. When you start out your computer, when you've signed up and signed in, you will come to your dashboard or your home page with all your Alvanta options on the left. Yours may be slightly different, but you will find services, and that's what we want to look at, the service plan. So we go ahead to services, go to upcoming services, and all the service templates are there all the way down to August the 29th. So let's say we want to go to service plan on the 22nd of August because we are going to make some changes and we want people to know what's going on. So I click on that service and it takes me across to Sunday, August the 22nd. So now if I go across the top here now, I go to my plan. That's the order of service. I want to click on that and it brings me to my service template. Now we're ready to make some changes to the template before us. Let's just say we already know who the service leader is going to be and we want that person. So we just click on it and it comes up with this little edit panel. And let's just say we're going to make it Mike. And if I push save, it will adjust service leader and put in Mike. Let's do another one. I go and I just put the little hand on the theme. I click on it. There's my edit tablet. And I put in there, let's say, God's glory is the theme. And I save that. So now you see the theme is God's glory. So that's how you can edit what is existing on the template as is. But now let's go and say, hold on, I would like to add a heading. The first thing we do is we add a heading. Let's say we want to have a missionary report, and it's not in our template, so we want to add a missionary report. We'll put our caps on and make it caps. It's MIS, missionary report. Spelling mistake, missionary report, and I push save. Now that will put it into the template. But notice what's happened. You can't see it anywhere because every addition that you make, whether it be a heading or not, will go to the bottom of the page. So you just scroll down and at the bottom you see their missionary report. So now you want to take it, put the star on top of that click and drag it up to where you want it. So let's just say we want it here just before the missionary slot, ministry slot. There you can see it in the little dotted box, exactly where I want it, and I just let go and I drop it there. Now I've got a heading. Notice it's a heading. It doesn't have any timing to it. So now we want to go up to the top and add an item. And we're going to put in there an item called Missionary Fred. He's the guy that's going to present the mission report. So missionary Fred. And we're going to give him the duration. We're going to give him, say, 10 minutes for his report, just so we can keep tabs. And then we push save. Don't worry about anything else. Now, we would go down and we've added an item. Where would it go? As we said before, down to the bottom of the page. And there's Missionary Fred. But we want him under the missionary report heading. So we take him, click on it, and drag up all the way till we reach missionary report. And as you do that, you can see where it's going to drop. I'm still holding down my left key to missionary slot. That's where I want it. And then I just drop it in. And now we've got a missionary report, missionary Fred, and he's going to take an extra 10 minutes of my service. So that's how you would edit the template, putting in headings or adding items under headings. You just drop and drag them to where you want them. Now let's just do something. I want to show you how we can move the sequence of things. Let's just say, for example, the scripture reading now. We're going to take the scripture reading, and I think we should drag that down and put it in between the missionary slot and the ministry slot, because that's where we want to read a special reading. So we can drop it. Now you could come in here and again add an item if you want to say who's going to read it. Then you just drag it and put it into place exactly where you want it to be. Now, the last thing that we want to look at is that we have this whole report, and we want to be able to go to the very top of the page where you see service August the 22nd, and you're ready to make yourself a hard copy to take into the pulpit or to share with others. So you go to print and you press print, and it's going to come up with all this information. It's this, as it is standard PDF. It's going to print all this information, the service plan, the logo, the service name. I would say we just leave everything as is. We don't need to make any changes. And then if you're happy with that, you could make changes. If you don't want to print song keys, you can take that out. Let's say we don't even want to print the service songs, but we could leave that. Let's see what happens now. So when you're ready to go and print, you go down to the bottom and you press print. And now you should have a PDF file in front of you. And there you are, Midrand Chapel, Sunday the 2nd, the times 8:30 and 5. And then there's your order of service exactly as it was on the thing. You've got missionary report heading, missionary Fred, ministry update, your scripture reading, everything as you want. And so now you're ready to go ahead and print that for yourself, and you have a hard copy. And that's how we edit a service plan or an order of service.